Hello, welcome, greetings, gentlemen and ladies. My name is Billy Tara, and I'm from Unpas Tour Company, which means I will guide you. I'll be your guider through this place, amazing work of art, the Museum of Indonesian Bank, until the event ends. Okay, welcome with my deepest heart, my sincere greetings to you all. Welcome to Jakarta. But first of all, before we start this journey, I would like to say something that you need to remember, which is we are in a museum, so please lower your voice. Do not scream, because there is no need of screaming. This is a museum. Of course, do not scream, ladies and gentlemen. And please, if you have a child, which I see a child, keep your child together, grab their hands, because this is a hectic place and child could be dangerous to a certain stuff. And that lead us to another rules, which is do not touch anything fragile, do not touch anything labeled, do not touch. Please follow the guide and don't steal anything. Because this is a museum, don't steal anything. Well, okay, I'll be your guide. You can call me anything. My name is Billy Tahara, as I mentioned. If something happened, if there's a questions, if there's something you wanted to know, as far as my job to tell you, to give you an information, explanation about what is happening in this place and why this place exists, what is the history, blah, 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 and the other, and the events and the arts. Beside all that, if you're still confused, ask me. If you feel uncomfortable, ask me, because I will be your best guides that you ever have. Without further ado, let's just go to another room. Wait, I need to click this. Yes. So yeah, welcome, gentlemen. We are on the yard, as we can say, this great work of art, the architecture. Yeah, the architecture, this is very classic. This is a combination of neo art with a Japanese ornaments. As you can see around, there's a lot of Japanese ornaments on the walls. All of this was designed by a Dutch designer, architect named Edward Coopers. And Edward Coopers did this in early 20th century, to be exact, at 1909. He designed all of this. 5 process to design all of this at 1909. And then there's another renovation, which is at 1926. So from 1926, this is the design, with of course a cleaning every day and a bit of repainting, but the whole thing is still the same since 1929. As that is the whole thing about the architecture. But now let's go to something more deeper than that, which is the history, ladies and gentlemen. The history of this place. This place was built in 1828. But it was not Indonesian Bank before. It was not Bank Indonesia. It was the Javache Bank, which is a bank built by Dutch in purpose to cover the bankruptcy of VOC. Yes, have you heard about a VOC? VOC is a bad company back then that ruled the whole Indonesia. And that VOC company, which is the C, stand for company or corporation, was bankrupt. And at that time, this place was messed. The financial especially was very, very bad and terrible. And that's why Dutch made the Javache Bank. And that's why this place built at 1828. This building exists, start from 1828. Yeah, you may want to write that down for you. Yeah. But before it was a bank, let me pull you back to 1625. At 1625, at that year, 1625, this place was a church. Yeah, it was a church. Before it was a museum, it was a church. Correct. A church to pray, yeah, a church to play, for a Protestant to be exact. But then at 1628, the use was changed. It was not church no more. At 1928, the church was renewed to be a cannon site. Yes, you are not misheard. Cannon site, indeed, a big, huge cannon, you know, like you put the gun and then you blow it, boom, that's that cannon site. Yes, why? Because at that time, Sultan Agung invaded Jakarta, which the name back then was Batavia. Sultan Agung evaded, having an invasion to Batavia for the first time at 1928. That's why the Dutch turned this place, which was a church, into a cannon defensive site. Yes, exactly. And then after that, everything was fine. Everything was taken. Long short story, at 1653, everything was normalized again. They have a constitution. And then long short story, 1828, this place built. Back to the story, which is VOC have a bankruptcy. So this place exists as the Yavahe Bank, not as Bank Indonesia yet. But before that, this place was a public hospital. Yes, before the Yavahe Bank, before the VOC was bankrupt, this place was built into a public hospital named Bined Hospital. Yes. Okay, you may ask, so what is the story? When is this place exist? When is the official opening of Indonesian Bank Indonesia? When? We'll get right on it right now. There's two openings. This place officially opened in two stages. The first stage called soft opening. And it was, I have a note. It was at 2006. To be exact, 15 December 2006. That is the first official opening of this place. And that ceremony, the opening ceremony, the soft ceremony, which is the first opening, was held by the current chief back then, named Mr. Abdullah, the chief of Bank Indonesia at that time. At 2018, 15 December 2006, Mr. Abdullah opened this place as the first stage of opening. But then the second opening, which is the grand opening, everyone know it was huge. It was great. Why? Because the person who opened this place officially at 21st July 2019 was the president himself. Yes, the president at that time who opened this place named Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, the Indonesian president at that time. But people know him as SBY. Don't know why, people just like to call him with a short name. Yes, so that is the birth date of this museum. Yes, I will say it slowly so you can write it. 21st of July 2019. Open officially by President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. You got it? You got it, of course. And yeah, after I tell you the whole story, that is the background story, the artistic and the building story and the museum story itself. Now let's go to what's going on around. What is happening in the museum? Well, in the museum, we have several events. The first is an interesting, inspiring market presentation. Yes, in this place, you can join that. You can join as an audience to watch the great presentation that will inspire you and will give you a knowledge about how to be good at market, how to know what is going on the market, because obviously we are a bank, we know money and we know market. And the other is exhibit. An exhibition, of course, we are a museum, we have exhibition, but beside that, there's another exhibition, which a collaboration with other constitution. And another collaboration is not only exhibition, but a training collaboration from Bank Indonesia itself with other institutions, such as from a university or other company. We open a training, a collaboration training. And then we have anniversary events too. Of course, every place have one of that, and this Museum of Indonesian Bank have a great celebration in the anniversary day, which is when? 21st of July. Exactly. I was trying to say, but yeah, never mind. So yeah, that is the whole story and what's going on around the place. And we'll just go inside to take a look what's inside. Agree? Agree. So let's go. Where it is, gentlemen, very interesting. This, as you can see, the logos, very many logos. Why there's a lot of logos, you may ask. Why there's a lot of logos? First, our logo is the one here, maybe here. Is it here? Or I'm behind it, maybe here. This is the, if you can see a logo, let me go to another place first. If you can see, there's a Bank Indonesia down there on the right, down on the right with the black background. That is our current logo, ladies and gentlemen. That is our current logo for Bank Indonesia, Indonesian bank logo. That one is the official, and we're still using it until now. But there are other logo. What is that? What is the story behind that? All of this logo, this was used by the HVG Bank, by the Dutch back then. Not as the logo, I mean, as well as the logo, all of this logo was used not only for the company logo, but for the money currency logo, the coins, the paper. They use all of this logo back then. As you can see, there are many of them, and I will just mention 1870. There's a logo from 1870. There are logo from 1980. There's a logo from 1930. But the interesting thing about 1930 is there is 3 versions. If you can see, there's like some of the logo are looking the same, look alike to one another. They look very similar. Why? Because at 1930, there's a 3 exact version of the symbol. So there at 1930, there's 3 changes on the logo. And then another is 1948, and then 1950, 1970, and then 1990. The logo almost close with the one that we're using like now, and it's not really look alike with others. And then the last one is the logo at 2000. At 2000, there's a bold logo. Am I blocking it? No, right there. Down there, right here. Yeah, right here. The bold one, yeah. That one is our current logo, and that was invented at 2000. Yes, and we're still using it. And if you think like why it's different, what is the meaning of all of that? The meaning of this evolution of the logo is Indonesian Bank Indonesia was trying to copy, trying to adapt, try to combine the logo between the JVG, and the Bank Indonesia logo one. So they look like the same. They're trying to combine it, but as time passed, we learned that we're trying to create our own. That's why our current logo right now looks different and very, very good. It's a symbol of solid, and it's a symbol of strong and trust. Trust in the bank, trust in the solid, and the solid, solid, right? Like very solid and strong. That is the meaning. That is the symbol of our beloved Bank Indonesian bank. Yeah, so that is all about it, about all of this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to another room, shall we? So let's go. Here is, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, there's a statue, is a room of glass, and inside it, there is a people, there's a statue with the same size of human. And in the background, my hand is here. Oh. So in the background, as you can see, just a little bit, a picture, a big picture on the walls. That is a situation back then. That picture is an old picture, and that picture is real. It was taken there. That's why we place it here, for everyone here to learn to feel the moment back then. So everyone can see what is going on back then on Indonesian Bank. What is going on? Because back then it was not Bank Indonesia. Back then it was the JVG Bank by Dutch. And this, in this room, as we can see, let me go move aside a bit. This whole room is a transaction that's happening back then. And why there is Chinese when there's 2 native? Because back then the Chinese is an accountant, mostly a Chinese, a man who do the calculation, man who do the paperwork, the man who count all the money and the transaction, all of that, mostly Chinese, because they are keen to details and they are unlikely to mistaken for counting money. That was back then, and that is the history about it. So, and the question, I don't hear anything, so let's move to another room, shall we? Let's go. This, ladies and gentlemen, I put you in the last section. Mountain of gold, everyone, mountain of gold, right? Wow, you are amazed by the gold, sir? Yeah, I know this gold is great, right? You want to touch it, right? Yes, there's one box over there and over there, which you can touch by yourself. There's a little box and there's a gold inside it. You can put your hand and try to lift it so that you can feel how heavy is gold. And for this mountain of gold, if you're wondering, wow, there's a lot. I'm wondering, is that heavy? It is heavy. In fact, the weight of all of that mountain of gold is 13.5 kilogram of mountain gold. Yes, that is expensive. That is heavy. And if that, converted in money, you'll be rich indeed. But don't be so happy and don't think that you can steal all of this. Why? I mean, you can still all of this go on, but the problem is this is fake. This is fake, ladies and gentlemen, but don't be disappointed. We trying to make it as similar as possible with the real one. Of course, before we place the fake one right here, we already placed the real one before, and then we design it, and then we make it as similar as possible. So this is what it looks like if it's real, even though it's not real, but the looks is the same, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, the looks is the same. I've seen it myself. Not mine, it's the bank, but I've seen it myself. I was there. But yeah, it's very heavy and this is fake. Why it's fake? Because, we're just trying to avoid a thing that we don't want to for both sides. Understand? Thank you. And that is the mountain of gold. Everyone was amazed by it. Everyone was, every time a tourist come to this place, they always come here. They never miss this place because everyone loves gold and everyone loves just to see it. And this is one of the must place, one of the must room you need to visit in this place, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, no questions. You want to touch there, but after that I will meet you later in the lobby again because we're almost done. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was a great time, right? Great time, right? High five. It was a great time, right? I believe it was a great time. There is nobody saying unconvertible, right, madam? I see you smiling, madam. I see you smiling too. I see you smiling too. You too. And everyone is happy. Thank you so much for the choose. Thank you so much for choosing us as Unpas Tour Company. Thank you for choosing us. And tell your friends about what happened here. Tell them, spread out the news that this place is great, that the guide is great. Tell them about that. Don't forget, my name is Billy Tahara, if you want to know that. But yeah, let's cut out the joke. Thank you so much for coming here. I apologize if there's anything I've done wrong unintentionally, of course. And don't forget, if your kids around, kids all here, yeah, don't forget about your kids. That's messy things. Don't forget about your stuff. If there's anything missing, you can call me right away. You have my contact in the card number. I already gave you the card number, my card. And please do come back. And please choose us, Unpas Tour Company, Unpas Tour and Travel Company. Please choose us again because I know we offer great service and anything for you is my pleasure. So thank you so much. And I wish you come back to the museum or come back anywhere in Indonesia. It's beautiful. Just don't forget to choose us, Unpas Tour Company. Wrote that. Yeah, wrote that. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, that is all for me. Thank you so much and have a safe trip. Bye. Hope to see you again next time. Yeah. Yep.